So, welcome everyone to the Comfy Cozy Club. My name is Nathalie and welcome to the final class of 2020. Can you believe it? Today I have a class that's perfect if you need to recharge your batteries. So maybe it took some effort to convince yourself to roll out your mat. Well done. This is the perfect class for you. So let's get started, and we're going to start in child's pose. So just take a moment to arrive there, bringing your knees as wide as the mat, connecting the big toes and melting your hips down to your heels, and bringing the forehead down to the floor as you extend the arms out, maybe a little wider than the shoulders, and melt the forehead down to the floor. Now, if child's pose isn't comfortable for you, you're welcome to sit up in a cross-legged seat. You're welcome to come lie on your belly. Just take a moment to settle in as you maybe move the hips from side to side. Coming to stillness, taking a moment to bring your forehead side to side, really massaging the muscles of the forehead, the brow bone, that spot in between the eyebrows. And come to stillness as you feel the opening, the space in the lower back. And now just notice what it feels like to be here. How does child's pose feel today? So the coming hour we're really going to use to recharge. And in my opinion, recharging doesn't just happen when we stay still, but it especially happens when we bring our attention to the present moment. So the coming hour, we're going to breathe deeply, flow, moving with the breath. But I want you to take care to not overdo it. So instead of listening to me, listen to yourself first. Listen to your body first. As we drop into the breath here, feel the belly pressing into your upper legs as you breathe in. And feel the belly softening as you breathe out. Starting to deepen the inhalations and lengthen the exhalations. Listen to the sound of your breath. And now on your next inhalation, send your weight forwards as you walk your knees in line with your hip bones. So bring the knees in just a little. Now curl your toes under. That should feel really good for your feet. As you send your weight all the way back, stretching through the feet. Take a deep breath in here. Now send your heart forward as if we're pressing the heart through the gateway of the arms. And then exhale, round through your spine, really press into the mat. So think cat stretch as you send your weight all the way back. So breathe in, send the heart forwards, bring the gaze up. And exhale, round through the spine, send your hips down to your heels. So it's called the snail. So as you breathe in, you peek out of your little snail house. And as you exhale, you retreat. Okay, let's do one more round. Never look at snails the same. And then breathe in, send your weight forwards once again. Now this time really lift the lower belly in as we step the feet back, coming into a high plank. You can always lower your knees down here if you think, but this was supposed to be a recharge practice. So you can always drop your knees down, but really press away from the mat. Feel the core muscles turning on as we're here for 5, 4, 3, 2, and now shift your weight all the way back, coming into a downward facing dog. Bring your feet at least hip width apart. Really press into your hands, so don't hang out into your wrists. And bring the heels down one at a time, starting to create some space. Really feel it out. How are your hamstrings feeling? Very minimal? Or maybe you find that you've lots of space here. Breathe, listen to the sound of your breath, using every breath to stay in the moment, moving from breath to breath, moment to moment. And now bring your feet to stillness. As you breathe in, gaze over to the front of the mat. And as you exhale, walk your feet all the way up, coming into a forward fold, feet hip-width apart. Bring your nose down towards your knees. Relax the crown of the head down towards the floor, so relax through the neck. And take a moment to grab the elbows and just sway side to side. Feel the opening in the lower back. Really bring the ears in between the arms, so really relax through the neck. Relaxing is often the hardest part. Okay, relax the elbows on the mat and off the mat. Breathe in, lengthen out through the spine. Bring your hands underneath your knees. Reach the crown of the head forwards. As you feel the sitting bones spreading out left to right, slide the shoulders away from your ears. And as you exhale, fold all the way back down. Now press into your feet as if you're shooting roots through the soles of the feet to roll yourself all the way up. Notice how the spine is feeling today. Moving slowly all the way up into your mountain pose as you lift your heart and let the shoulders slide down the back. Now breathe in, circle the arms all the way up, extended mountain pose. And as you exhale, bring your hands down to your heart. Feel the lower belly pulling in just a little. Let's do that again. Breathe in through your nose. Exhale out through the nose. Listen to the sound of your breath. Feel the tailbone lengthening down. Once more, breathe in. Circle the arms up. And exhale, hands down to your heart. Now breathe in, send the arms all the way up, extended mountain pose. As you exhale, waterfall it all the way down into your forward fold. Release the crown of the head down towards the floor, relax through the neck. And then on your next inhalation, lift up halfway. Really feel the decompression in the spine. So crown of the head reaches forwards, sitting bones spread out, lift the lower belly in, and exhale, fold all the way down. Plant the hands. Step your feet back, come into your high plank. And once again, we're just going to stay here for a moment as you really press down. Breathe, smile. So lift the corners of the mouth. That will make any pose a little easier. We're here for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Drop the knees down. Flip onto the tops of your feet. Now really hug your elbows back as you slowly lower all the way down onto your belly. Reach the toes back, feel the opening around the hips. Bring your chin in. Now send your hands forwards over the corners of the mat. So tenting the hands, so lifting the palms of the hands up. And breathe in, we're going to wave up, press into your pubic bone as you lift. As you exhale, lower down. And now really ride the wave of the breath. Breathing in to lift. And exhaling to lower. So when you think about recharging, maybe you think about a really soft and quiet practice, which is definitely a way to recharge. But for me, I find that giving energy usually creates new, fresh energy too. And that movement helps to anchor into the present moment, and that's such a great way to recharge. So less like a battery and more like a dynamo, is that what it's called? Let's do one more. A generator? Okay. Slowly lower back down, nose down to the floor. Bring the hands underneath the shoulders. Really bring your elbows into the waistline. Curl your toes under. And now just press down. That will activate all the muscles as you lift back into your plank and come into your downward facing dog. Make sure you don't go too narrow in the feet, so at least hip width apart. Turn the heels out just a little. Roll the shoulders out. And melt the heels down one at a time. So returning to that walking of the dog. Breathe. If it's in your practice, come to that audible Ujjayi breath. And then come to stillness. Lower the knees down to the floor. Flip onto the tops of your feet as you come to sit up really tall. If this is not comfortable for your knees, just keep your hips lifted. Breathe in, circle the arms all the way up. Bring the palms of the hands together. And now bring the thumbs to the third eye point in between the eyebrows. And from there to the heart, as you drop the nose down to your fingertips. So hopefully by now you've dropped into the breath, into the body. Take a moment to set out an intention. What do you want to send some energy to? Or maybe there's something that you would like to let go of. And maybe it's just to be really gentle towards yourself, listening to the body and responding accordingly. Okay, lift the corners of the mouth, stack your head onto your spine, and return to hands and knees. So this time, wrists underneath your shoulders, knees underneath your hips, press down just as we did in plank to activate the core, and now send the right leg all the way out. As you lift the right leg all the way up. Now press away through the ball joint of the right foot. So really feel the right glute muscles engage. Your right butt cheek basically. Hug the right leg into the center line and send the left arm out as well. So feel the core muscles turning on. Take a deep breath in here. And now as you exhale, plant the hand. Curl the right toes under. Keep pressing down and extend the left leg out as well. Take a deep breath in and exhale, lower your knees, slide the knees in line with the hips. Same thing on the other side. Send the left leg all the way out. Lift up from the left inner thigh so you're not hanging out into your right hip. Lengthen the neck, lots of length through the back of the neck as you zip the leg into the center line. Feel the left glute muscles turning on. And then maybe extend the right arm out long, feeling that core stability, the muscles of the core really hugging in. Take a deep breath in here. And as you exhale, lower the right hand down underneath the shoulder. Curl the left toes under. Extend the right leg out, plank pose, breathe in. And exhale, shift your weight all the way back, downward facing dog pose. Turn the heels out just slightly. You can always keep your knees bent for a bit more space in the spine. Now take a deep breath in through your nose. And a long exhale out through your mouth. Okay, breathe in. Sweep the right leg all the way up, coming into a three-legged dog. Once again, really pressing through the ball joint of the right foot. Gaze forwards, step the right foot all the way up to your right thumb, making sure it arrives. Now breathe in, send your heart forwards, shoulders back, and exhale, slowly lower the left knee down as you flip onto the top of the left foot. Hug the hips into the center line, so pull the right hip back just a little, and as you breathe in, bring your hands to your heart. Now breathe, breathing in to lift the heart up to the thumbs and exhaling to slide the shoulders down the back. So instead of hanging out into your hips, really press down into your right foot, into your left big toe to find that inner lift, find that inner core strength. And now cross the left hand over the right leg as you pull the right elbow back and extend the right arm out long. So gaze towards your right thumb, gentle twist. Feel the crown of the head lifting up. Take a deep breath in here. And as you exhale, frame the right foot. Breathe in, curl the left toes under, lift the left knee up. Exhale, downward facing dog. Firm the fingertips into the floor. Feel the inner thighs spiraling in and back. Breathe in through your nose. Long exhale out through your mouth. Breathe in. Sweep the left leg up. Take it really slowly as if you're stroking the air, your plant with your toes, your furniture. Exhale, step the left foot to the left thumb, making sure it arrives. Breathe in, find length. So feel the length from the tailbone to the crown of the head. Exhale, drop the right knee down. Flip onto the top of the right foot. Pull the left hip back, hug into that center line and breathe in. Bring your hands to your heart. Using every inhalation to find length. Using every exhalation to ground down as you slide the shoulders down the back. See if you can lengthen your tailbone down just a little. You should feel a little bit of lift, lifting out of the left hip as you lengthen that tailbone down. So really working from strength. Feel the muscles gripping onto the bones. And then cross the right hand over the left leg. Pull the left elbow back as you send the left fingertips all the way out, feeling that twist. Relax the shoulders down. Spiral up through the crown of the head. Take a deep breath in. And as you exhale, frame the left foot. Curl the right toes under. Breathe in, lift the right knee up. Exhale, downward facing dog. Now on your next inhalation, we're going to roll over the balls of the feet. So sending your weight forwards until your shoulders are in line with your wrists. Now really press down, so resist gravity. Feel the inner thighs once again spiraling in, and this time up to the ceiling. Now from your toes or your knees, hug your elbows into the side body and slowly lower all the way onto the belly. Come onto the top of your feet. Press down into your feet. Breathe in, baby cobra. Pull the elbows back. Exhale, nose down to the floor. Curl your toes under. Breathe in, plank pose. Exhale, downward facing dog. Take a deep breath in through your nose and out through your mouth. Breathe in, look over to the front of the mat. And exhale, make your way up to the top, forward fold. Breathe in, lift up halfway, flat back. Really find the length in the neck. Shoulders pull away from the ears. Exhale, forward fold. Now this time really press down into your feet. And as you breathe in, circle the arms all the way up into an extended mountain pose. Exhale, bring your hands down to your heart. And just gently feel the lower belly pulling in as you exhale. It's almost as if the pelvic muscles are lifting up just a little bit. Now send the arms forwards as you send your hips back, coming into an intense pose. So really deepening that crease at the hips. Hip crease, is that a thing? Lengthen your tailbone down once again, creating lots of space in the lower back. And now bring the palms of the hands together. Bring your hands down to your heart. Interlace your hands. And rest your chin on the backs of your hands. Breathe in. And as you exhale, hug the elbows in. Curl your tailbone under, round through the spine. Breathe in through your nose. And now a warm exhale out through your mouth. Breathe in through your nose. Exhale, press down into the feet. Curl the tailbone under, using your exhalation to find that core strength. Breathe in, open the elbows. Exhale, push it in. So really reconnecting to the core. Let's do 2 more. That rhymes. Final one. Feel the strength in your legs, pressing into all 4 corners of your feet. And then breathe in, open your elbows wide. Exhale, release and forward fold. Whoo. Okay, let's reset with the flat back. Breathe in, reach the crown of the head forwards. Exhale, fold. Breathe in, step into your high plank. Exhale, downward facing dog. Breathe in, sweep the right leg up, 3-legged dog. Exhale, step the right foot to your right thumb. Now keep the left knee lifted, pull the right hip back. Breathe in, bring your hands to your heart. So really pressing into both feet, hugging into that center line, using an inhalation to lift your heart, and using an exhalation to melt the shoulders down the back. Now cross the left hand over the right leg, pull the right elbow back, and really press the left heel back as well. Okay, now you can stay here. You can always lower the left knee down, or we're going to sink down a little deeper, sliding the left fingers towards the right toes, and then bring the left hand to the right shoulder. So the left elbow is over the right knee, and we can just very gently press the right shoulder back, so we're helping ourselves here, giving ourselves a bit more space. Press away from the mat, don't hang out into your joints. Feel that inner strength. Maybe you're feeling a bit of a shake, a bit of a tremble. Smile. And exhale, frame the right foot. Ooh, well done. Drop the left knee down. Flip onto the top of your left foot, take a deep breath in. And as you exhale, pull your hips back, really press into the right heel. As you melt your nose down towards your knees, soften your shoulders. You can always walk your hands in towards you if you need a bit more support. Take a moment to catch your breath. Breathe into the back of the right leg. Stretching out through your hamstrings. And then breathe in, send the gaze forwards. And exhale, slowly articulate the right foot back down, so moving really consciously. Breathe in, curl the left toes under, lift the left knee up. Exhale, downward facing dog. Now you can always take a child's pose, or we're going to move through a flow. In that case, breathe in, shift the weight forwards, coming into a plank pose. As you exhale from your toes or your knees, hover all the way or halfway down. Breathe in cobra, or maybe this time an upward facing dog. And as you exhale, downward facing dog. Let's meet in down dog and take a really deep breath in. Long breath out. Breathe in, shift the left leg all the way up, 3-legged dog. Exhale, step the left foot to the left thumb. Now you can always lower the right knee down, so you definitely don't have to achieve anything. Lift the hands to the heart as we come into a high lunge. So breathe in to lift the heart. Exhale to slide the shoulders down, and see if you can just soften the right knee a little so you can get your tailbone underneath you, feeling the length in the lower back. And then from there, spike the right heel back, but keep hugging into that center line so your energy isn't going whoop every which way. Cross the right hand over the top of the left thigh. Pull the left hand back and send the left fingertips all the way out, feeling that twist. Now you can stay here or slide the right fingertips down until you can hook right elbow over the left leg, pressing the leg into the arm into the leg, bringing the right fingertips to the left shoulder and gently pressing it back, giving yourself that adjustment. Hug the hips into the center line. Take a deep breath in. And as you exhale, slowly lower down, frame the left foot, drop the right knee down, flip onto the top of the right foot, and pull your hips back. Take a deep breath in. And exhale, melt into your half splits pose. Soften your hands. Soften your frown, your jaw, and deepen your breath. One more breath here. And breathe in. Send the gaze forwards. As you exhale, slowly roll the left foot down. Move with the breath. Breathe in, low lunge, lift the right knee up. Exhale, downward facing dog. Now flow with your breath. Breathe in, send it into your plank pose. Exhale from toes or knees, resist gravity as you lower down. Breathe in, cobra or upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Take a deep breath in through your nose. Long breath out through your mouth. Breathe in, send the gaze to the top of the mat. Exhale, step or walk your feet up, forward fold. Breathe in, lift up halfway, flat back. Exhale, fold. Breathe in, circle the arms all the way up, extended mountain pose. And as you exhale, bring your hands down to your heart. Breathe in, circle the arms all the way up, extended mountain pose. And exhale, take it all the way down, forward fold. Move with your breath. Keep your attention within the corners of the mat. Breathe in, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Breathe in, step into your plank pose. Exhale, downward facing dog. Now breathe the right leg up, three-legged dog. Exhale, step the right foot to your right thumb. Breathe in, come into your high lunge, bring the hands to the heart. And now drop the left heel down over the center of the mat as we turn the trunk of the body to the long side of the mat. And then slowly extend your arms out side to side, coming into warrior two. Press the right knee towards the right baby toe. Really pressing into your feet, and then hug the legs in. So kind of as if you're pulling the hip bones into the hip sockets. Slide the shoulders down your back. And now slowly lower the right arm down onto the right leg. Don't hang out, so you're not just casually leaning, but you're really pressing down into your feet, into your arm. And then breathe in. Send the left fingertips all the way up to the sky. Keep pressing into both feet. Feel the strength in that back leg. Turn the left thumb away from you as you bring the left hand to the lower back. So, same thing as we've done before. We're really rolling that left shoulder back. You're lengthening your tailbone down towards your left heel. You're pulling the lower belly in. And if you're doing anything, breathe. Now you can stay here, feeling the strength in your legs, or send the right arm all the way out. Okay, now you need your strength here. Really breathe. One more breath. And slowly pivot down, framing the right foot. Press into your left hand as we move into a twist. Breathe in, pull the right elbow up. Send the right fingertips up to the sky. And exhale, slowly lower down. Now we're coming into a half splits variation. Press into the ball joint of your right foot to really extend the right leg out. So pull the right hip up. You can even bring the right thumb to the right hip crease and pull it up. Lift the left heel up as high as it will go as you scissor the legs into the center line. Drop your nose down towards your knee. Breathe in, send your gaze forwards. Now this is a fun move. You're welcome to skip it. We're going to bring the hands down and see if you can bring the left knee to the back of the right knee. So the left foot crosses over the right side of the mat. It's kind of like twister. Drop the hips down. Lower, lower, lower. Send your heart forwards. Your glutes should be on fire. And now shoot the left foot back. downward facing dog. Okay, you're welcome to take a breather, you're welcome to take child's pose, or move with the breath, move through your flow. Breathing in into your high plank. Exhaling, chaturanga. Breathing in, cobra or upward facing dog. And exhaling, downward facing dog. And I find a lot of time in these practices, I find that I step on the mat feeling a little heavy, but once I get the juices flowing, new energy releases. Maybe you're already sat on the couch drinking a martini, that's fine too. Okay, breathe in, sweep the left leg up, three-legged dog. Exhale, step the left foot up to your left thumb. Okay, start by hugging into the center line. Breathe in, bring your hands to your heart, coming into your high lunge. And now start at the feet as you bring the right foot over the center line, turning the trunk of the body towards the long side of the mat. Really feel the strength of your legs, and then cherry on top. Extend your arms out long. Gaze over your left fingertips. Slide the shoulders down the back and breathe. Everything is super strong and in warrior except your face. So relax your frown. And now left arm onto the left leg. Keep pressing down, don't hang out. Pull the right elbow up. Send the right fingertips up to the sky. Lower belly pulls in. The heart shines up to the sky. Turn the right thumb away from you as you bring the right hand towards the lower back. Maybe even the fingertips onto the left hip. Keep rolling the right shoulder back. Really bring the lower ribs down and in. Pressing into both feet. And then maybe extend the left arm out. But maybe not. Okay, let's take a breath. And slowly return. Coming into your low lunge, lift the right heel as we twist. Press into the right hand. Breathe in, pull the left elbow up. Send the left fingertips out to the sky. And as you exhale, frame the left foot. Okay, now press into the ball joint of the right foot. Extend the right leg. Lift your right heel up as high as it will go. So really pressing away from the floor. And then lower your nose down towards your knee. Pyramid variation. Breathe in, gaze forwards. Now you're welcome to skip this, or we're going to take that little squat as we bring the right leg forwards. Right knee to the back of the left leg, and then squat down. So bring your weight into your left heel. Send your heart forwards, your gaze forwards. The corners of the mouth are lifted. And shoot the right leg back. Okay, breathe in, step into your plank pose. You're welcome to skip the flow or move through the flow here, chaturanga. Breathe in, up dog or cobra. And exhale, take a downward facing dog. Now from down dog, bring your knees as wide as the mat. Big toes to touch. Melt your forehead down, child's pose. Take a breather. Don't use this moment to check out, but really consciously check back in. Hopefully we've stirred up a little heat. You're feeling warm. The body is feeling a bit more open. Hopefully you're really with the breath. And if not, check back in with the breath. And breathe in, shift your weight forwards. Walk your knees in line with your hips, curl your toes under. We're going to return into a downward facing dog. So no rush getting there. And then breathe in, sweep the right leg all the way up, pressing away through the ball joint of the right foot, and step the right foot all the way up to your right thumb. Now this time we're going to walk to the long side of the mat, turning the big toes in. Turn your heels out just a little. Get really strong through the legs. Take a deep breath in as you lengthen through the spine. And now as you exhale, move into your wide-legged forward fold, so the crown of the head melts down towards the floor. Lift the shoulders away from your ears and really center your weight on the feet. Maybe bringing all 20 nails in line if you have the space. Really tilt the pelvis up to the sky. Now you can always stay on your fingertips here if the floor is quite far away today. Just taking a gentle inversion. And if it doesn't feel gentle, taking an inversion, which is really good to re-energize. Turn things upside down. New perspectives. Okay, breathe in, lift up halfway. And we're just going to come back, crawl back into our low lunge. Now plant the hands. We're going to pull, drag the right leg all the way back into three-legged dog. So from where we came. Breathe in deeply. Exhale, right knee comes all the way to the right wrist as you cross the right leg underneath you, coming into a pigeon pose. Slide the left knee back as far as feels right. Come onto the top of the left foot, really press into the left big toe to find length through the spine. And stay really active through your right toes, so there isn't any pressure in the knee. And now from this length, take it forwards. Maybe coming onto the lower arms. You can always drop the right hip down if you need a bit more support or need to take the weight off of your knee. Soften your shoulders. And now really feel it out. What do you need here? Do you need to take a blanket or a pillow and bring it underneath the right hip? Do you need to bring the hands down, the forehead down, creating a deeper stretch? And then reconnect to the breath. Keep active through the left foot as you keep anchored there. Keep pressing down. Bringing the left hip bone towards the right heel. Getting a really big stretch in the right hip. Releasing some of the tension that we built up. So just notice how it feels to be here. I hope you feel empowered to adjust if it doesn't feel right. Remember, we're here to recharge, not to overdo it. Staying within the appropriate range of motion today. So that when we step off of the mat, hopefully we always feel re-energized instead of feeling completely tired or depleted. Okay, let's do one more breath. I'll be shutting up. And then press down to lift up. As we drop the right hip down, pull the left leg in, so the right foot is on top of the left leg. Sit up really tall, and now bring the right hand next to the right hip. So you might be off of your mat a little. Those are the poses I like the most. And then we're going to spiral the left arm up and overhead, lift the hips as I try not to give myself a headbutt on the table. So it's a back bend. Shift your hips forward. Reach the fingertips back, really reaching. And now it's a slow lowering down. So you bring the hips back down. And we're going to cross the left foot over the right leg. So left foot crosses over. Sit down onto both sitting bones. Wrap the right arm around. Bring the left hand behind. Breathe in, sit up tall. And as you exhale, twist, look over the left shoulder. So really reach the crown of the head all the way up. Press the arm into the leg. Press the leg into the arm. Soften your face. Soften your shoulders. And now turn the nose to face forwards once again as you unravel the legs and sweep the legs over to the right so you can return back to hands and knees. Curl your toes under and return back into your downward facing dog pose. Notice the difference between one side and the other. Notice how downward facing dog has transformed over the last hour. Breathe in, lift the left leg all the way up, three-legged dog. Exhale, step the left foot to the left thumb. Bring both hands on the inside of your left foot as you walk to the long side of the mat. Big toes are turned in, the heels are turned out. Breathe in, lift, so we can really use that length and keep that length as we fold forwards, tilting the hips up to the sky. Palms of the hands down, or maybe hands on your favorite books. Only if your favorite books are quite long. And drop the crown of the head down towards the floor. Okay, keep really strong through your legs. So feel the inner thighs engaging. And really relax through the neck. Center your weight on the soles of your feet and breathe. And breathe in, lengthen out, reach the crown of the head forwards, feel the strength. And shift back into your low lunge. Okay, we're going to drag the left foot all the way back, taking it into three-legged dog. Take a deep breath in. And bring the left knee over towards your left wrist. Cross the left leg under, shift the right knee back. Come onto the top of the right foot. Stay really bright through your left toes. Breathe in, find the length. And as you exhale, take it down. Lowering the right hip bone down towards the left heel. Soften your jaw. Keep pressing into the top of the right foot. And please, if there is any discomfort in your knee, adjust. So don't go for 100% of the stretch. Let's say go for about 70%. So that it doesn't just feel good the first breath, but it feels good the 10th breath as well. Send the breath into the left hip. Notice if there are any places in the body where you're gripping, where you're being rigid, and see if you can soften a little more. Your frown, your jaw, your shoulders. And breathe. Stick with the breath. Keep your attention with the breath, within the contours of the mat. One more breath. And plant the hands, lift up. As you drop the left hip down, pull the right leg towards your left foot. So left hand besides the left hip, really press down to spiral the right arm up, send the hips forwards, reach your fingers all the way back, feel the opening, feel that back bend. And then as you exhale, slowly lower down. As we bring the right leg over the left leg. So see if you can come onto both sitting bones. And cross the left arm over, giving yourself a really big hug. Bring the right hand behind. Breathe in, sit up tall. And as you exhale, twist. So use every inhalation to lift your heart. gentle detoxifying twist here. So if you're rinsing out a towel, so great if you've been stagnant or in pajamas, if you've been an honorary member of the Comfy Cozy Club. Okay, return, bring your nose forwards, and now send both legs out long. Just taking a moment to reset here, and then bring the soles of the feet together. So take a moment to take a hold of your ankles and sit up really tall. So bring your crown of your head all the way up to the sky, your chin is in, and then keep this length, let the thighs become really heavy. And then you can stay here or slowly bring it forwards. Maybe interlacing your hands over your toes. Keep the elbows hugging in so that we can really keep the shoulders soft and away from the ears. Your chin is in, your neck is long. And then use every inhalation to find a bit more length. Use every exhalation to deepen the stretch. Now really feel the space in the lower back. If you feel like you're overdoing it, see if you can curl the tailbone under just a little, so you should feel that reconnection to the core muscles. And slowly roll yourself up. Take a hold of the outsides of your legs and close your legs as if you're closing a book. And then take a hold of the backs of your legs. Sit up really tall. Reach the crown of the head up. And then come to sit behind your sitting bones. Okay, lift the shins, coming into a boat pose. Now we're going to end here before we take it down to the mat, before we're going to ease even more with some bursts of energy. So a great final recharge, sparky moment. So bring your heels in, round everything in, exhale all the way out, exhale, 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 exhale. And now take a deep breath in as you burst the arms, the legs open. And if you feel like that is not a burst of energy, take a hold of the backs of your legs. Exhale, round everything in, round it in, exhale, 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 and breathe in, burst of energy. Let's do one more, exhale, and breathe in. And exhale, bring your feet down as you come to lie all the way down onto your back. Bring your feet hip width apart. Reach the hands to your heels. So feel the shoulders sliding away from your ears. Turn the palms of the hands to face up. And now press your entire spine down into the floor. So feel the connection between the back and the mat. Make sure your chin is still in. And then press into all four corners of your feet, so don't let your knees drop out as you curl the tailbone up and roll yourself up one vertebra at a time into a shoulder bridge. If there's any discomfort in your knees, walk the feet forwards. Take a deep breath in here. And then as you exhale, roll down, starting at the upper back, one vertebra at a time. Take a deep breath in to connect your spine to the floor. Exhale, roll yourself all the way up, one vertebra at a time. Take a deep breath in, really lift your hips. Exhale, roll yourself all the way down. Okay, this is our last one. We're going to stay up here. Now, option 1, just keep your hands next to the body. Option 2, interlace your hands underneath your lower back. Walk the shoulders underneath the chest, so really snuggle them in there. So your weight is on your shoulders and not on your neck. Press down into the feet. Press the hands down into the earth. And if this is impossible, but you want to go halfway there, you can take a hold of the outsides of the mat. So there's always ways to adjust. Okay, press down into the feet. Notice that when you press the feet down, your upper legs will lift. Lengthen your tailbone towards the backs of your knees. And take one more deep breath in here. and out. And then walk your shoulders out a little wider. Release the bind as you roll down one vertebra at a time. Ooh. Take a moment to reset. And hug your knees into your chest. Feel the support of the mat as you rock side to side. And then drop the knees all the way over to the right. As you bring the left fingertips up or all the way out if you have space. Right hand crosses over the top of the left thigh. Bring the gaze over to the left. Let yourself become heavy. Breathe. And slowly, same thing on the other side. Knees drop to the left. Right fingertips up or the arm extends out. And let yourself become heavy. And slowly take it to center. Now if there's anything that your body is still really craving, take it. Or maybe put on something warmer as we prepare for our final relaxation. Maybe taking a blanket, covering yourself. As you bring your knees as wide as the mat, or your knees, your feet, and let your toes roll out. Or keep your feet down and let the knees drop in. Bring the arms down next to the body. Turn the palms of the hands to face up. And then maybe once again, crawl the shoulders underneath the chest just a little, so that we don't lose the opening of the chest. So we've worked up some heat, strength. We've twisted, opened up the hips. Washed away any stagnant energy, any sluggishness. And now we take a moment to soften and let go of any doing. And instead just practice being here. So for these last minutes, keep your attention within the corners of the mat as we relax and recharge. Feel the weight of your head. Feel the weight of your shoulders. The weight of the elbows. The weight of the hands. Feel gravity pulling the back body down and the muscles of the back softening. Feel the weight of your pelvis. Feel the weight of your legs. Lower legs pressing into the floor. Heels pressing into the floor. And then Let your forehead grow wide and soft as you relax your frown. Soften the eyelids, as if the eyelids are flower petals. Soften your jaw. Relax the tongue within your mouth. Soften the muscles of the neck. And soften the chest. Soften the palms of your hands. And soften your fingertips. Bring your attention to your pelvis as you soften the muscles in and around the pelvic bowl. Soften the tops of the thighs. Soften the tops of your feet, the soles of your feet, and soften your toes. And now, just for a moment, you don't have to do anything. You don't have to be anywhere or anyone. Wiggle your toes. Wake up. Move your fingers. Now really slowly take a big stretch as you lengthen and then hug your knees into your chest. Extend the right arm out next to the ear and roll onto your right side, keeping the weight off of the heart. Left hand out in front as you press yourself up. Now keep your eyes closed as you return into a cross-legged seat. Sit up tall. Take a deep breath in to lift your heart. And as you exhale, let the shoulders slide down. Notice how you feel. As we bring the palms of the hands together in front of the heart, lift the heart up to the thumbs. So we don't just recharge just because that's the right thing to do, but the better we feel ourselves, the better we can serve each other. And that's what it's all about. So bring your nose down to your fingertips. Bring the thumbs to that third eye point. You've done so well. As we take a deep bow down, thanking each other, and most importantly, thanking yourself. I hope you feel recharged, and I hope you have a really good rest of the evening, and I hope you have a really good rest of 2020. I hope to see you a lot in 2021, and I hope to see you in real life as well. Thank you for being here and taking the time to take such great care of yourself. Please let me know how it went. I would love to hear any comments, any feedback. On the 1st of January, I'm uploading a really super small relax practice. It's less than 10 minutes. So if you want to start the year off right and recharge, that is a really good practice to do. And I hope to see you super soon.